So coming and talking to Gilgamesh should trigger more for Rhapsodies of Vana'diel and get us started on Rise of the Zilart here, which clearly, as we saw from that last cutscene, we've got our hands full with a myriad of problems. You made it back. Iroha has been pacing back and forth all day. Master, tales of your victory against the Shadow Lord has reached our ears. History is one battle closer to being set on the proper course, and also brings us closer to oblivion. But we first may bring history to the point where the Master is able to face the future. Suppose so. Think back upon your struggle with the Shadow Lord. When we first met, many years from now, that sounds really weird out loud, the Master mentioned something that happened that day. I felt the crystal resonate within. Please try to think back. Warrior of the Crystal, one who will become known as a warrior of light. You will travel across land, sea, and sky, bathed in the light and stopping darkness wherever it threatens the living. And you will continue to banish the doubt that resides within you. Such travels take their toll on lesser mortals who retire to their homes and live out their lives in comfort. But although you may stop briefly to gather your wits, each time you do so, it is only to steel your resolve for the next struggle. You have the will to shelter the downtrodden, vex the darkness, and protect all that Altana holds dear. The time is right for you to become more than a mere warrior. You will become greater, for that is what is required of you. Has it come back to you, Master? You recalled with reverence those words, saying they gave you the strength of spirit to carry on no matter the odds. Though your journeys were arduous and fraught with peril, the twinkle in your eyes as you recounted your tales gave me courage. The reason you were able to lead us in the final struggle was precisely because of those many barriers you had overcome. You taught me that the world was worth fighting for, no matter how bleak the future. My father always spoke of you with adoration, believing that you were a man of indisputable valor. Banish your doubt, Master, so that you may become all you were meant to be. Now that you mention it, Iroha, just who is this father of yours? Well, boss, something terrible has happened. There's big trouble at Serpent Grotto. Boats are just turning and no one can leave. No boats are able to make it to Norg at all. There was this infernal ringing noise and the boats are just spinning in place. You mean to say that all of this started happening at once? Wait, turning round and round, spinning in place. Obviously they're both caused by the same thing. The bell. Does this mean you know something, Zaid? Mr. Pearso? I don't know no jack shit, man. Or, oh, like the bell in Escha. Yeah, there was that bell noise, right. Exactly, I have the same thought. Aha, so if you two have experienced the same thing, then there's no better to get to the bottom of this. We should head to the grotto, Mr. Pearso, but it'll be quicker if we split up. I'll go on ahead while you prepare. Master, I insist on accompanying you. Okay, so that was Rhapsodies of Vana'diel, I believe. So let's try the door again and see if we get anything else for Zilart. Yeah. So that was Rhapsodies of Vana'diel, which, as I've said before, is newer content. So now I think we're hitting the actual Zilart content. They'll kind of parallel with each other as stuff before has. But now, as you can see, it's almost like he's never met us before. So there's some little inconsistencies there, but just roll with it. Arg, welcome to Norg. I'm Gilgamesh, leader of these scallywags. Me daughters filled me in on your tale. I've had me suspicions about Juno for years. That's why I had Lion investigating these past months. But blimey, I had no idea that the Archduke and his wee brother were Zilart. That ancient civilization perished so long ago, there'd be no record of it. And who be these 5 warriors of the crystal? If they really are the warriors the legend speaks of, does this mean that the Bane the song sings of is us? We will cause the blood of innocents to soak the earth. We will cause the world to fall into fear and despair. So we are the plague that the warriors of Crystal have come to cure. I don't know nothing about no Crystal warriors or ancient legends, but I do know I'm not going to sit around waiting for these Zilart to take over the world. Cleanse the world, beginning of the end? That'd be a lot of fancy talk. But let's see them say that in front of yours truly. I'm not running away from no fight. But how can we stop Camlanot's plan? We're setting out for the Temple of Ugalepe. The Temple of what? Oh, it's the jungle! Well, not as ancient as Fei Yin, I do know of some old ruins in the Temple of Ugalepe beyond the Yuhtunga jungle. Years ago, I journeyed there, thinking some booty had to be hidden in a place so ancient. That is where I met up with a strange old woman. Are the ancient spirits still in slumber? Come again when the minions awake. Arg, and then she vanished into thin air. I didn't know what to make of it then, but I never thought it would be something big like this. I'm sure that old lady must know what's going on, Mr. Pearsall. I want you to travel to the Temple of Ugalepe and find her. And before you go, stop by and see the Chieftainess and Kazham. If you tell her I sent you, she may be of some help. No one's going to believe such a crazy story. We're going to have to work by ourselves on this one. I believe... Oh, it's Aldo. Aldo, how long's it been? What brings you all the way out here? Lion, Gilgamesh, it's Verena. She's disappeared. But why would she go anywhere now? I have a bad feeling about this. Well, she might be pretty grief-stricken after Fickblix getting murdered. It may have something to do with Camlanot's plan. Or that. I'll help you look for her, Aldo, if anything happened to Verena. No, Lion, I have another job for you. What? Lion, I appreciate your words, but let me gather some information around Juno first. Just knowing that Camlanot is up to no good is a start. If I find out anything new, you will be the first to know. At least we got Aldo in our corner. Okay, so we've got a couple of tasks set out before us. The Yuhtunga jungle in Kazham, I've been there before on a previous character. Never done any of the story, but I have been to Kazham. And I've never been to the Temple of Ugalepe, so that's going to be that's going to be interesting for us. It's nice that we have a map of Norg now. With that said, we're going to go to the Serpent Grotto. That's one of the two tasks that lie before us. And we're going to head to J12 in the Serpent Grotto. See what the hell is going on with all these boats. Oh, and it looks like we have a map of this place too. That's handy. And I will make sure to grab the book as well. Where are we sitting at? Okay, enemy level 37. I don't think we'll be too bad off for level here. I mean, we are level 60. In the past, I have come here to level on another character. This is another place that I don't mind leveling up. These crabs and these skeletons aggro, like it's a pretty treacherous place. But as long as you set up a good little camp and you're careful, it's not too bad. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, I see. So we could actually get to Yuhtunga Jungle through the Serpent Grotto. Keep in mind, a lot of this stuff is new for me, so some of you might be going, oh, dude, you didn't know that? So there's a blank spot on the map where we're coming from Norg. I guess Norg is kind of more of a hidden, seedier place, so they're probably not going to have that on the map. That makes sense. Cool. Well, that is good to know. I did not realize we could get to Yuhtunga Jungle. See, the other place we have to go for Zilart to see the Chieftainess and Kazham. in the past, you had to get what was called a Kazham airship pass, which we might go ahead and get that. I haven't decided yet. But nowadays, I'm not sure you actually even need it. I mean, if we can get up to Yuhtunga jungle, that jungle is a maze and the map is next to useless. But if we can get up there, we might be able to just hoof it to Kazham without getting an airship pass. But we'll see what we end up doing. I might just get it for funsies, for nostalgia's sake. Alright, well, it looks like I can't get up here because there's a little bit of a cliff that I can't scale. I'm gonna go ahead and mark that just in case we have to come back here. So I'll put cliff north down so I know which way the down part is facing. So let's go back through this little secret door up here. And we're gonna take a run around kind of towards the Yuhtunga jungle area. Or, oh no, actually no, we don't have to go through the secret door, never mind. I'm skipping ahead a little bit. So we'll go up this way. We're gonna kind of go up around that loop and we're gonna go back down south. And get to J12. Zaid should be meeting us there. Oh hey, here's something interesting. So another type of beastman. So anybody who's played any older Final Fantasies will know these are Sahagins. So they're like a water-based beastmen. I'm guessing they didn't get introduced in the game until Zilart, because I think they primarily appear out in Zilart areas. So this is another type of beastmen that we can expect to see, and I'm sure they'll probably show up in story content at some point too. Thankfully, nothing's really bothering us here. We've got that going for us, hence why I don't even have any trusts out right now. If there was the odd thing that aggroed us, I'm pretty confident we'd be able to solo it. But we'll have to pay attention too, because we could get to a point where the enemies could suddenly do like a level 80 or 90 rise in strength, as has happened in other dungeons. I actually want to try fighting one of these guys quick just to see what they look like in combat. So this one's a monk. And they're water types, so weak against lightning. And he's only in the level 36 to 39 range, so definitely not a threat to us at all. Some of his buddies might jump in if they see us beating up on this guy, but we should be okay. Yeah, all the story from here on out is brand spanking new to me now, so I'm really excited to dive into that. It's, I mean, it's fun to go back and do missions you've done before for the nostalgia feel, but now to actually go and see all this stuff that I never got to do before is just... I'm excited. I'm excited. I can barely contain myself. Okay, looks like we got a door down here. So let's take a little look here. This door has an oddly shaped keyhole. It looks as if once you enter, you may not be able to get... What? Oh. Can I not... Oh, okay. It looks like there's a way around. So let's head down this way. I thought we were boned for progress there for a sec. Let's see what level these guys are. Okay, so now we're moving up into like the level 40s. These guys are still coming up as too weak. Oh, that crab up there is level 50 or level 66. Oh, and that's a level 71. Okay, so we're starting to get some bigger baddies here, so let's summon a few friends. I'm gonna summon Ajito Murujito. We just got him. I'm not gonna bother with Treon just because he's a tank and, well, I'm the tank. I feel a little insecure. Let's summon Iron Eater, because we just got him as well. He's a warrior. Kapipi. And unfortunately, I really look forward to the day we can actually summon 5 trusts, but we're still stuck at the 4 cap, and looking ahead on the missions, it looks like we will be for a little while. Let's also summon Shantoto too. Okay, I'm just gonna have to be careful here. Oh, there's that bell again. Something's horribly wrong. Is that Siren? You are not Garuda. Then what? Pitiful humans, you cannot hear nature, though she aches for one to listen. I am left breathless knowing my name has been forgotten. I just said your name. Yeah, no. No, your vestige is known to me, the seductress, Siren. Ah, young daughter, have you come from a faraway age? One is mere happenstance, but to think, two. Your words confound me. Do you mean to say that yet another has come from the future? I do. Not all are equal before Father Time, least of all one who can devour him. You know, thinking back to Quilfim Island after we beat that Ophiotaurus monster, there was that guy in the mask that appeared to be looking for Iroha. Maybe she's talking about him. It no longer needs wait for the future, and has sent its emissary to this time. Even now he stands tall, cackling at your backs. Yeah, called it. Oh no. Hey! Hey! Iroha! Oh, you don't want to do that, man. May this arrow strike true, fiend. Ho 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 ho! Nice shot. Iroha, you are the MVP. But only when Marin's not around. Uh-oh, that must have drained her of her power. Impossible. Well, he gone. We cannot let it escape. Okay, so now we are chasing this flying guy, and it looks like we have to go to Yuhtunga Jungle and examine another question mark for yet another cutscene. Which, hey, another way that the Rhapsodies of Vana'diel is tying us together with Zilart, because that's where we need to go for Zilart anyway. So yeah, I guess we really don't need to worry about getting a Kazham airship pass. Oh! Well, looks like we're not going that way. I'm gonna go ahead and mark that as well. Cliff south down. Oh my, I'm just trying to... So I can't get up that way. So I guess I gotta go back to that cliff that where the face was facing north. And then we gotta just head up north from there. Okay, that's doable. We can do that. Okay, we should just be coming up on that cliff I was talking about now. It's nice to have these marked in case we have to come back here again. So we just take a drop here. And I'm thinking we should be able to just go up this way and around. Sincerely hope so, because I don't know how the hell else we're going to get up there. Excellent. So we're just about there, and it looks like there's a book up there we can grab as well. There was one back by Norg as well. I'm Hoping that's a survival guide. It looks like here there's a ground stone. What level are these guys? Still sitting in the 30s. So it ain't too perilous for us to wander around here. And it looks like there is a survival guide, so we'll actually be able to book port here. There we go. Well, first time ever, let's enter the Yuhtunga jungle, which borders along Kazham, which is where we're supposed to be going. Oh my, I have not been here in a long time. We do have a map, and the map is beautiful to look at, but it is not very helpful at all. Anyone who's been here before, there are all these like one-way drops, tunnels, detours. You'll drop into one and be like, yeah, I'm totally going the right way, and then it'll wind in some weird direction and you'll end up not even remotely where you're trying to go to. There's also Yuhtunga jungle as well. And yeah, it's a mess out here. Way back in the day, I kind of sort of had some of it memorized because I found I came out here a lot for groups, mostly up near Kazham. As you can see, we're down in the southwest in the Hidden Valley. Kazham is way the hell up north. So yeah, it's a pretty big mess of a place. You got to be really careful out here. I'm not too concerned being level 60. But back in the day, I'd come out here, usually around the level 25 mark. Level 25, 30 mark is when you come out and you start leveling up around here. Oh, this here I think is one of my favorite spots, just right here with the waterfall by the cave. I always thought this place was really pretty back in the day. I haven't been here in years, and I damn near forgot about it. And then I came out of the cave, and I was just words just kind of failed me. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember this place. Yeah, it's beautiful out here. To come out and do some fishing or something.